Hello?
Hello. Hi, Madison.
Hi, Becky. How are you?
Good. I was this is doing a test, and I was going to do a show about the orbs and the fake planes, kind of based on my other page, and add some chemtrails to it. And I noticed that you had said something that you had seen a chemtrail and there was no plane.
There was no plane, Becky. I'm telling you. With my own eyes, I couldn't see it. So, no one's going to convince me of something other than what I see with my own eyes. Maybe it was a drone or a chem bomb. What about that theory? Hologram or something.
I thought about the hologram theory, and they're all so different. Like this morning, I took pictures of 5 different planes. They each had 5 different markings. Some of them looked fake. One of them just looked orbed out. It was just a pure orb, which I have hundreds of these pictures of just orbs. And I think it could be a new technology, like you said.
Yeah.
I think that it could be really paranormal. I don't really know any other way to say it, but it seems very paranormal. I take these videos, so I'm out there and I'm videotaping orbs and planes, and I know they're there, and I'm thinking, sometimes I've seen them with my physical eye, but most of the time not. I have to slow, I take a video, and I slow it down, slow, and you see these silver orbs and almost shadows orbs,
right. Like
they fade in, they fade out, and they're super, super fast. So,
yeah.
I hate to, step out of my comfort zone, but after, like you said, I'm seeing this with my own eyes. This is not me searching the internet and finding these things. They are really right there. I'm taking pictures. I'm looking at them. I have a $300 camera that I bought just because I didn't want to be wrong with a cheap camera trying to, like you said, I really couldn't see it.
Right.
My camera was only 16 times, and now I have a 28 times, so I'm able to get, I think, fairly good pictures that are pretty clear to me that it's a phenomenon.
The best pictures on the internet are Becky's Chemtrail Diary. I've talked about you before. I've been a huge fan of all of your research and work from the beginning. In fact, you were the one that helped create my chemtrail cover-up page. I'd like to let everyone know that. You actually created it for me in the beginning, and then we just switched it over to me. But without your help with that, I wouldn't even have a chemtrail cover-up page. So it's little pieces that we all do for each other, but, you are a warrior. You are on there every day with your own information, with your own documentation. And like you said, we can't Photoshop our eyeballs. If we see this, we see this. And right now I'm going to open my door and tell you that I just went out here. It is an abomination against God and Christ. Look, what I'm looking at right now is chemtrails, scary, thick, white chemtrails, and they're trying to kill me and you and everybody else. So what do you think about, how do you wrap your head around what they are doing to us? Not how or why, but what they're doing. How do you accept this?
Well, at first, it was like the poisoning of humanity, and then I look and I see that it's a phenomenon, and I'm wondering, okay, so there's some planes that are for real and they are spraying chemicals, but yet these other planes that are spewing stuff, they're not really planes to me. So how do I say, I don't want to say aliens, because it could be a higher technology that we wouldn't even know anything about. So let's just say it is aliens. Okay, and these aliens are, they're entering our atmosphere just like a comet would. And that tail that line that we're seeing is them entering into our atmosphere. Maybe.
But I see the planes doing it. Like, I live right next to the military base, and these monkey asses come back and forth over top of my house, and they have no destination. It's the same planes going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, and you know what? I tried to call the military yesterday and get some information on like their flights, because we as civilians deserve to know what airplanes are flying in our skies. I think it might even be illegal for them not to tell us. But I was unable to ascertain any information about that. We need to get the flight information of the military. Well, that's what we need to find out, because if I count 100 planes going over my house in an hour, and I'm just making up a number right now, but that seems like the amount of aircraft that's going over my house is an astronomical amount. So therefore, that would be suspicious on its own. And then you just add the pollution in the sky that is blatantly obvious. It's all combining together into chem clouds. I photograph it just like you, not just like you, because you are a pioneer when it comes to getting this information out photographically. But I do document this, and it's to me, it can't be disputed. Everybody knows that a contrail dissipates. These chemtrails do not dissipate, and ice cannot just stay in the air forever and not melt. We're not stupid,
Yeah.
So I get offended when someone tries to tell me that it's a contrail. At this point, I'm like, smack!
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's not contrails. The temperatures have been so different, and they vary at times. And there is websites out there that have the flight plans. And a couple people in my group, there's one I will connect you with, that he does that, and he does the temperature stuff too. He's figured out what temperature it has to be, at what level in the sky, and he's really spent a lot of time researching that part of it, that's what we got to do. We just got to keep looking, and I'm really not accepting this. I really am at the point of standing at the grocery store with flyers and really putting myself out there, but I'm one pea in a, there is hardly anybody around me that is even close to being awake.
Right. Everyone's singing the same tune. My friend that was just on, Deanna, she was talking about the same thing. Like, she wants to go out and petition. She's got all the ways and means to do it, but she just needs the people, because nobody wants to leave their comfort zone, like you were talking about earlier. It's I guess embarrassing, for lack of a better word, to be out, but I did it the other day, screaming out my window at people, and I was rolling up on people in my car telling them about it, and I had so much fun doing it. We are justified in asking questions. We are justified in going to the authorities on this, and the fact that our military, that I live right next to the military base, and they are not only allowing this, but probably the ones doing it, it's, oh God, it is just so heartbreaking, but we've just got to keep ourselves together. We can't fall apart, because it's so easy to fall apart in all this, don't you think? Just to give up. That's the easy thing.
Yes, and I pull. It's a struggle every day, and I have friends in my group that they get missing, and I just message them and I say, hey, where you been? I really missed your photos, and they're just like, God, I've just been so depressed. I don't even want to deal with this anymore. And I'm just like, look, we have to keep on doing it. And I brought her spirits up, and the next day she had posts, and she was going back to her, to spreading the word and trying to, make a difference. Even I always said when I first started the Becky's Chemtrail Diary, I was like, if I could just wake one person up, just one person that just says, wow, okay, I see it now. That was enough, but it's not enough. I really want to wake a lot more people up.
Well, Ned, is this the first radio show?
Yes.
Oh, I am so proud to be a guest on your first radio show, because, like I said, you are one of the people that's waking people up. You